gue jajarku.
Ben ngono.
Ya ora apa sih. Ben dia ngerti lah ben wong masyarakat. Kan langsung openingnya. Openingnya gue itu.
Ora, nang opening deh, opening.
Openingnya yang introduksi.
Sergi.
Baik, selamat pagi sahabat-sahabat atau Mikrotik User Meeting yang sudah hadir.
Cik. Cik.
Sini yoga.
Oke, Om.
Ya. Selamat bertemu kembali di Mikrotik User Meeting 2016. Banyak banget ya, Gak ya?
Betul sekali. Ini banyak dede-dede gemes dari SMK ya? Coba mana yang dari SMK?
SMK angkat tangannya,
Wih, luar biasa.
pengusaha angkat tangannya,
Pengusaha.
veteran angkat tangannya, manula angkat tangannya, semua pakai Mikrotik. Tepuk tangan buat
Tepuk
Mikrotik.
tangan dong.
Iya, gitu dong, ya kan? Ini adalah tahun kesekian ya, Yoga ya.
Betul sekali. Di Indonesia, MUM sudah mulai dari tahun 2009 sebenarnya.
2009.
Yoi.
Waduh, dan ternyata dari tahun ke tahun menunjukkan minat semua banyak sekali, perkembangannya begitu pesat ya.
Betul sekali.
Seperti kami berdua besar-besar seperti ini karena setiap hari kita 3 kali sekali pakai Mikrotik. Jadi makanya badannya besar-besar. Ya, melebar ke samping ini karena kita semua Mikrotik. Oke, langsung aja Yoga ya.
Yuk.
Baik, untuk awal kita akan ada opening dan introduction new products dari Mikrotik. Dibawakan oleh siapa nih?
Namanya Om Sergei.
Om Sergei.
Ya, Pak D. Sergei dari Latvia.
Pak D. Sergei.
Ya.
Tepuk tangan buat Pak D. Sergei.
Yuk.
Selamat pagi. Welcome to our Mikrotik user meeting. Even saya belajar bahasa, I will need help of Valens. He'll translate our presentation to Indonesian language so you can better understand it. So let's start. Welcome to our Mikrotik user meeting in Indonesia. We are back to Jakarta. We have many people here. If you don't have space, you can sit here. So if you don't find space, go here. Yeah, we are happy to see you again, like each year. So many people. So many young people, also not so young. It's very nice. My presentation will be very short, and it will be about our new products that we made in Mikrotik. And then we'll continue with the presentation from people from Indonesia who will speak your language and will provide the success stories to you. I don't know.
Cek. Ya, jadi presentasinya akan mengenai produk baru Mikrotik, fitur baru. Sebelum nanti lanjutannya adalah presentasi dari teman-teman dari Indonesia yang lain.
So at the beginning, some short facts about Mikrotik, about our company. This year we have 20-year anniversary, so we are 20 years old already.
Ya, udah 20 tahun ya perusahaannya. I make it short.
And for 19 years we are making Mikrotik RouterOS operating system. I hope that you know what is Mikrotik RouterOS. What do you think? Do they know what is a Mikrotik RouterOS?
Yes.
Yes.
So, jadi OS-nya udah dibuat dari tahun 97 sebenarnya ya. Banyak yang belum lahir pasti. Before they was born.
Oh, okay. We are making router boards, many of them. You can see all our router boards in a book that you got with that nice T-shirt that some of you are wearing. That is very nice. All current products you can see on routerboard.com.
Ya, jadi router board-nya kemudian dibuat tahun 2002. Ya, jadi setelah OS-nya ada, router board-nya baru dibuat, hardware-nya. Kemudian untuk yang ingin tahu produk-produknya, di luar di beberapa booth ada yang menampilkan, kemudian di dalam goodie bag itu juga ada komplit spesifikasi mengenai seluruh produk-produknya router board.
And for 10 years we are making MikroTik user meeting, and we are going to the places where people are using our products to see you on face, to say hello you, to make a picture. Our biggest MikroTik user meetings are happening in Indonesia all the year.
Oke, jadi selain produk, mereka juga mulai tahun 2006 mengadakan MikroTik user meetings, yang pertama di Praha, dan sampai saat ini yang terbesar itu masih yang di Indonesia tahun lalu.
Thank you very much for it, and hopefully each year you will come to our meeting and you will continue to use Routerboard and MikroTik Router OS. In MikroTik company we have like 180 employees at the moment who are making MikroTik Router OS and Routerboard for you.
Ya, total karyawan sekarang 180 ya.
We are located in Latvia. You can see that green space on the map. It is the place where we are making MikroTik Router OS and Routerboard. And if you ever come to Europe, you are welcome to visit our country. It is very small but beautiful.
Ya, itu lokasinya Latvia ya, negara Latvia di Eropa Timur agak atas, udah dekat ke Rusia.
So next time when we say that we are from Latvia, I hope you will know where it is. So next to Sweden, Finland, Russia is our country. We are making MikroTik user meetings all around the world, and we are coming to the places where we have most of our customers. And this is MAM Indonesia number 8 already.
Ya, jadi di luar negeri mereka keliling, setahu saya setahun itu mereka sekitar 30 sampai 40 MUM di berbagai tempat di dunia, dan di Indonesia ini adalah MUM Indonesia yang ke-8.
And the number of people that visited MikroTik user meetings through all those years.
Ya, itu lihat, kalau mau lihat perkembangan peserta MUM-nya ya, mulai dari nggak sampai 100 orang sampai terakhir 2.526 orang tahun lalu. Kita nggak tahu tahun ini berapa.
And as I said, we are back to Jakarta, so we will see how many people we'll get this year. From MikroTik, we have 4 people that came to you from Latvia to visit you. It is easy to find most of us, as we are mostly in red shirts and quite tall by the height. And there are Arnis, who is our technical manager.
Ya, jadi ada Arnis. Ya. CTO-nya ya, Chief Technical Officer.
We have Edmunds. You see, he is very tall, and he is from sales. If you have any questions about sales, you I'll look for the tall guy somewhere around. Then we have Kaspars. Kaspars is our training manager, and he is on the registration. And my name is Sergis. I'm from technical support. And if you have any questions during the day or during the tomorrow, you come to our desk and ask your questions. We will try to help you.
Ya. Jadi Edmund sales, kemudian Kaspars dari bagian training masih di meja registrasi, dan Sergei untuk support.
The schedule for both days is available on the web page that is listed here. As well, it is available outside the hall. And in short, it is we will have presentation until 12:15. Then we will have lunch with coupons. If you don't have coupon, you can go outside and eat somewhere. And then until the evening, we will have more presentations.
Oke, jadi ini jadwal untuk sepanjang hari ini. Yang update itu ada di website. Kita akan selalu diupdate. Kalau ada perubahan juga pasti akan langsung diupdate. Jadi sepanjang pagi ini adalah presentasi. Kita nggak ada break untuk coffee break. Kemudian makan siang untuk yang pegang voucher. Tapi saya informasikan aja untuk yang tidak pegang voucher makan. Belakang itu ada food mall, banyak restoran, atau di seberang jalan juga ada beberapa tempat makan. Ya, jadi harusnya tidak susah untuk cari makan. Sampai untuk hari kedua akan ada raffle atau door prize kalau istilah kita.
Yes, I see that Valens is telling you about second date. Tomorrow come at 9 back here, and tomorrow we'll have full day of presentation too, and the lottery in the end.
Yes. You translate.
We have live is going from our camera right here, as well. I think that Valens is making his own live. So if there is a person who is not here, you can go to this link, or you can find the Valens live stream and see what is going on here.
Ya, jadi tentu seperti biasa kita ada live streaming, ada dua source, satu dari YouTube-nya Mikrotik, yang satu dari punya kami. Kalau mau cari tinggal cari di Twitter kami aja, mikrotik.id, itu ada linknya di situ untuk live streamingnya.
We want to say special thank you from the Mikrotik to Valens and CitraWeb for all those years helping us very much to make that event happen, and it would be impossible to do it without you. Thank you very much.
Okay. You are welcome.
So let's move on to some new products that was released or that were released or that will be released in the upcoming time. There will be some new products almost unannounced that are available. So let's make brief look what we have new. So the first one is our Lighthead grid antenna. That product is already available. Very light, very affordable. That allows you to make long range, medium range wireless link.
Oke, jadi ini salah satu produk terbaru mereka, udah tersedia di pasaran juga, LHG ya, Lighthead Grid, 5 GB, 24 dB, kemudian dual polarisasi.
It is very durable to weather conditions. It has antenna that is built into the wireless unit that allows you to make even more distance links, and yes, very good product. It's already available, and you can get it from our distributors.
Ya, terus sangat ringan dan memang tujuannya untuk membuat point to point yang jaraknya cukup jauh gitu ya. Jadi bukan kayak SXT yang dekat. Kemudian juga satu yang istimewa adalah boardnya itu di tengahnya itu sehingga nggak ada loss lagi dari kabel dan lain-lain.
We have a special mount for it that is called Quick Mount Pro that allows you to make better positioning for LAG in a vertical and in horizontal.
Oke, untuk yang merasa bahwa LHG itu nggak terlalu fleksibel untuk dipasang di pole, mereka punya yang namanya Quick Mount Pro untuk LHG. Jadi tambahan di belakangnya supaya dia bisa tilt baik vertikal maupun horizontal.
Yeah, so you can make better adjustments and align your wireless link as precise as possible. Then we have S60 LTE, the new S60 that instead of wireless interface has LAT modem side.
Oke, ini SSD yang lumayan baru, jadi ada LTE-nya, ya, jadi dia ada slot untuk untuk SIM card LTE, mini SIM slot, kemudian jadi untuk backbone-nya dia bisa langsung ke LTE. Ya.
So you can put that antenna somewhere where you don't have good enough 4G signal and get the internet into remote location and use it in a quite high speed.
Jadi bisa berdiri sendiri dalam artian gateway-nya itu ke seluler, ke LTE, kemudian dia bisa mancarin ke klien. Jadi nggak perlu ada feeding dari BTS atau apapun.
Then in next year we will make a new device that is called WAP LTE. S60 LTE was with a 3-band modem, so it works in a band 3. This one will be different. This one will come with modems and also without modems, so you can put your own 4G modem inside and use it in a location where mobile internet is required.
Ini juga salah satu produk LTE mereka yang akan keluarnya tahun depan kira-kira. Jadi access point, tapi dia juga ada kemampuan untuk dapat bandwidth-nya dari LTE.
And it comes in the same case as WAP, has the same weatherproof case that you can use indoor, you can use outdoor, you can put on a wall or put in some vehicle and provide it with the internet, with a 3G or 4G internet.
Oke. Jadi secara fisik bentuknya sama persis dengan WAP ya, yang sudah ada di pasaran, cuma ini ada tambahan untuk LTE-nya.
The next product is Groove IC. We are making updates for our product lineup to have IC support for all of them, and Groove IC is the first one.
Ya, tambahan baru lagi adalah untuk Groove ya. Jadi Groove tadinya 5 GB, kemudian 2,4 terpisah. Ini ada baru 5.2 plus sudah support AC ya. Jadi wirelessnya udah wireless AC.
Yes, it's the same, but now it has IC support. It has one wireless interface. You can use 2.4 or 5 GHz separately, and if you use 5 GHz, you get AC support for high-speed wireless link.
Ya. Tentu yang AC-nya hanya jalan yang 5 GB ya, tapi 2,4-nya ada. Kalau pakai 2,4 bisa, atau kalau 5 GB ya dia akan bisa ke AC-nya. Karena 2,4 nggak bisa AC.
The next product is Metal AC, the same as Groove. It has update for AC on the 5 GHz.
Ya, tambahan lagi, ini nggak jauh beda dengan yang Groove tadi, tapi yang ini yang metal, yang bodinya metal, sama juga dia ada kemampuan untuk AC.
And that device with a super high output power wireless card and appropriate antenna can make you long range wireless link.
Oke, jadi ini port Ethernetnya udah gigabit, karena N dan AC itu kita berharap bisa di atas 100 Mbps. Kemudian yang di 2,4-nya dia bisa BGN, kemudian di 5 giganya dia bisa A, N dan AC.
The next product that we updated silently is MAP. Now it has 2-chain wireless. So with the same price, the same device, you can get more speed on wireless.
Oke, jadi ini produk yang sebenarnya udah cukup lama, udah 2 tahunan, tapi ada update bahwa sekarang antenanya itu udah dual chain.
And it has support for IF and AT PoE, so you can power it with some switch that supports that PoE out standard.
Oke, jadi PoE-nya udah disupport juga AF80 support standar ya, dan yang istimewanya juga dia punya PoE out, jadi dia bisa feeding perangkat lain lagi di Ether 2-nya.
The next product is WAP IC. So we have WAP is wireless, and now we have WAP IC that supports AC wireless. It has the dual band 2.4 and 5 GHz modules, so you can use both frequencies simultaneously, and it comes with a gigabit Ethernet.
Oke, ini produk update juga untuk yang WAP. WAP sekarang dia bisa secara bersamaan. Jadi kalau kita dengar dual band ya, dual band bisa 2,4 5 GB, yang perlu dicek adalah itu gantian atau bisa hidup bareng dua-duanya. Nah, WAP AC itu 5 GB dan 2,4-nya bisa hidup bersamaan seperti hub AC ya. Jadi kalau kita mau mensupport kayak event kayak gini ada 5 GB dan 2,4, cukup pakai satu perangkat ini aja dan dia udah support AC untuk yang 5 GB-nya.
And like you see in the picture, you can put it on the wall, you can put it on a sailing. As well, it has a weatherproof case, so you can use it outside. You can put it outside and make a wireless link outside too.
Oke, jadi ini didesain bisa untuk indoor dan outdoor. Yang indoor terutama dia bisa ditempel di ceiling atau di dinding dengan clean ya. Jadi kabelnya nggak kelihatan karena kabelnya bisa masuk persis dari punggungnya dia. Dan casingnya ini juga outdoor. Jadi kalau kita mau taruh di dinding luar, di tiang juga bisa.
The next product that was updated is CAP. Sailing access point. Now it also has dual chain wireless interface and support for IF-AT, so you can power it with compliance switch.
Oke, ini update juga untuk yang cap-nya, ceiling access point itu sudah dual chain juga 2,4-nya dan PoE-nya sudah support juga AF-AT ya. Jadi pakai switch PoE yang standar dia juga udah bisa untuk menghidupkan perangkat ini.
The next product that is already available is HAP IC. The device that has everything inside. It has dual band wireless interface, 2.45 GHz. It has 5 gigabit ports, 1 USB, and 1 SFP cage for optic cable.
Oke, ini yang perangkat yang cukup laris, jadi hub AC. Satu di bawah dia dual frekuensi simultan juga, jadi bisa hidup bersamaan 2,4 dan 5 GB ya. Jadi ada dua interface wireless di situ. Yang 5 GB-nya sudah triple chain AC ya. Kemudian 2,4-nya triple chain N. Kemudian ada satu SFP port untuk fiber. Kemudian seluruh portnya gigabit dan ada USB portnya juga.
And as well it has PoE out on Ethernet 5, so you can power your device by connecting the Ethernet cable, and it will work right away without any power supply.
Oke. Jadi selain dia terima PoE in, port 5-nya itu juga bisa PoE out, jadi ada powernya bisa keluar di situ, bisa menghidupkan perangkat lain lewat PoE.
The next product that we have is S60, specially designed to work in a 6 GHz. You can see on the slide the range on which it can work. So use this frequency allowed, so you can use it in wireless link and make wireless link in 6 GHz.
Oke, ini tambahan produk baru lagi SXT yang 6 GHz. Jadi kalau biasanya 5 GB, ini 6 GHz.
It has very similar parameters than other SXT, but only works in 6 GHz where it is allowed.
Oke, ya. Jadi parameternya sama dengan SXT sebelumnya, cuma dia bedanya frekuensinya udah 5,9 sampai 6,5.
Then we have update for the wireless card, for Mini PCI wireless card that replaces older one. The new one is this with the name on the screen, and it has 26 dBm power, and you can put it in your x86 box and make wireless link from it.
Oke, ini update untuk yang wireless cardnya, penggantinya R52H, sekarang dia R52H ND.
The next product is update for 911 Lite board. It also it has been updated to support AC. This is the device that you can put in your antenna or the box. It has the same parameters as before, but now it can provide you with the high-speed wireless on 5 GHz. Yes.
Ya, ini yang tambahan untuk yang 911. Sekarang dia udah AC, udah support ya, dual chain AC 5 GHz ya. Kalau lihat itu kan ada dua port untuk antenanya.
The next device that will be available at the end of this year is Hex PoE. This is gigabit device that has 4 PoE out ports that can power your devices in a mast, in a tower or anywhere else where you need the power.
Oke, yang ini spesial untuk PoE out ya, jadi router 5 port, semuanya gigabit ya. Cuma dia port 2 sampai port 5-nya dia bisa feeding PoE out, jadi dia bisa kirim power ke perangkat lain, jadi bisa menghidupkan 4 perangkat yang lain.
The next device that also will be available in the end of this year, it is update for the Omnitic. It will have a new look. It is available on the slide as well. It is available on our desk. You can come to us and see how it looks. It will have update for the hardware support. It will support as well AC standard for the 5 GHz, so you can get more speed on the wireless. It will have 5 gigabit ports, and the same Omni antenna will be inside the box.
Oke. Yang Omnitic pun sekarang di upgrade jadi AC juga, jadi 5 AC dual chain, bentuknya udah berubah dari yang sebelumnya. Mereka punya contohnya, you got the sample on your booth ya. Mereka punya sampelnya di depan kalau yang pengen lihat dan pegang sebenarnya barangnya seperti apa, karena bentuknya udah baru.
And we will have also update for the PoE version. So 4 ports will have PoE out, so you can power devices by that device on your wireless mast where that device is installed.
Ya. Ini yang versi PoE out ya, jadi sama dengan yang tadi, bedanya cuma port 2 sampai port 5-nya dia bisa PoE out. Jadi kalau kita taruh di tower, perangkat ini cukup kita ngasih powernya ke perangkat ini, dia bisa ngidupin 4 perangkat yang lain, nggak perlu narik kabel dari bawah semua.
And the last product that also was updated silently, it is the new Hex Revision 3. It is a small device that comes with the same primes as the old one. It will have a new CPU, 2 cores and 4 threads, so it actually 4 cores almost. It comes with a very high speed that will be shown in the next slide. As well, it comes with a hardware acceleration. So, using IPsec, for example, you can get 470 megabits. With the old hex, you can get like 15, maybe 20 megabits. And with this device, you will be able to get almost 500 megabits on IPsec.
Untuk hex, jadi upgrade-nya pada prosesor. Ya, prosesornya menggunakan prosesor baru di mana dual core 4 threads ya kayak kalau di PC kan seperti itu. Dan ada hardware acceleration-nya udah bisa mencapai hampir 500 Mbps ya.
The good things about that device, two good things. The one, it's the same price as the old one, so it costs the same, and it is available now. You can already order it and get it within like few weeks.
Ya. Jadi harganya sama, bentuknya sama, ya itu.
And here as a comparison between old hex and the new hex. So the black bold one is a throw output speed with that new hex, and you can see it is almost like 2 or 1.5 times faster than that old one.
Ya, ini revision 3 ya, revision 3. Jadi dia terlihat banyak sekali peningkatan throughput dan lain-lain dari berbagai testing, small package, big package gitu ya. Bridging, routing, bisa dilihat perbedaannya. Yang paling luar biasa terutama yang IPsec yang paling bawah, tadinya 40 Mbps, sekarang udah bisa hampir 500 Mbps untuk IPsec-nya.
So yeah, if you need a small device, powerful one, this is the one that you should get to provide Ethernet connection anywhere it is needed. All our products are coming with MikroTik routers inside installed. The license is already in the box. You don't need to purchase any license. And the upgrade is available for life. If you got any router board without a license, you should contact your distributor or us, and we will help you to get your board, the license back to life.
Ya. Jadi semua produk itu udah termasuk software tentu, jadi nggak perlu beli license lagi, dan itu untuk selamanya, jadi udah nggak ada lagi expired license dan lain-lain. Kalau sampai terjadi hilang license-nya, tinggal minta balik ke distributor ataupun ke mereka kita akan usahakan bisa recover license-nya.
And all devices starting from small map and ending with the CCR run the same MikroTik router OS. All features are available in every device. Just make sure you select the appropriate one for your needs and for the traffic that is required to distribute with the device.
Oke. Dan yang istimewa adalah mulai dari produk yang paling kecil sekalipun sampai yang paling besar CCR itu menggunakan software yang sama, fitur yang sama, sehingga kita kalau belajar mudah, jadi nggak ada masalah belajar pakai yang kecil mau terus operate-nya pakai yang CCR karena software-nya sama, caranya sama, mungkin kecuali yang 260 GS, tinggal itu aja yang punya software sendiri.
And you can see all our actual products that we are selling that is available on our webpage routerboard.com. As well, you can see their technical information about the device, throw output test in different conditions, all public information that is available about the router board is available there.
Oke, dan yang jelas semua produk mereka bisa dilihat di routerboard.com. Ada technical spesifikasi, kemudian gambar-gambar, dan juga hampir semua produk sekarang sudah ada tes throughputnya dengan berbagai kriteria yang tadi ya, bridging, routing, dan lain-lain. Bisa dilihat di routerboard.com.
That is all about the products, but we'll have some few slides about new routers features that were introduced in MikroTik routers during previous months. At least I hope there are some of them that will be useful for you and we will present it now.
Ya, tadi yang hardware-nya router board, dan sekarang kita akan update mengenai beberapa hal baru untuk fitur-fitur router OS-nya.
The first one is CHR, or we can translate it as cloud-hosted router. It is a special version, a special image that we built that runs on hypervisors, on different hypervisors like VMware, VirtualBox, Hyper-V, KVM, Xen server. Also it runs in the cloud services like Amazon and Azure, and anywhere if you're using MikroTik routers in virtualization, you should get that CHR, the special image, and use it.
Oke. Ini adalah fitur di mana kita bisa menggunakan router OS untuk virtualisasi. Ya. Jadi kita bisa nginstal router di virtualisasi, dan ini udah support berbagai macam virtualisasi, VMware dan lain-lain, VirtualBox, Hyper-V, KVM dan lain-lain. Termasuk juga kita bisa nginstal di cloud services kayak Amazon, Azure dan lain-lain. Ya, jadi cara nginstalnya beda dengan kalau kita nginstal PC biasa. Ini yang untuk virtualisasi. Tinggal download image-nya, install image-nya.
It is different from regular MikroTik router OS installation. As I said, it's specially designed for the virtual environment, so it has different license. It can be transferred between different devices, between different hypervisors, and it has a new kernel. It has x64 kernel support, so you can use MikroTik router OS with 60 GB of RAM, for example, and as well it comes with the driver support for virtualization.
Jadi yang membedakan ini dengan versi x86 biasa adalah bahwa ini kan untuk virtualisasi dan ini support 64 bit ya. Jadi yang pengen kok saya pengen router OS yang 64 bit di PC gitu ya. Ini salah satu solusinya karena dia bisa support 64 bit dan juga RAM yang bisa disupport itu lebih dari versi x86 yang biasa.
So for example, if you're using Amazon, you can select MikroTik routers and get installed with a few clicks. It is already available like predefined image there.
Ini contoh kalau install di Amazon nih.
And you can use CHR for different uses. You can make a firewall in a virtual environment. You can run VPN, run Dude server to monitor your network, simulate network for learning and teaching, and anything you can imagine you can do with this CHR.
Oke, tentu fungsinya bisa banyak sekali, bisa untuk firewalling, untuk cloud services, kemudian VPN yang kita taruh di cloud, kemudian untuk dedut monitor, kemudian untuk simulasi di kelas training di sekolah itu juga bisa dilakukan.
And as I said, it has different license. It doesn't have license level 4, level 5, level 6 as before, but it has a speed limitation. And few interesting things is that once you install CHR on your virtual environment, it will work with a 1 megabit limit, and the license will never expire.
Oke, sistem lisensinya berbeda dengan lisensi yang sebelumnya. Kalau ini lisensinya membatasi speed ya, jadi mulai dari yang free itu speed maksimumnya 1 Mbps, kemudian naik P1 itu 1 giga, P10 itu 10 giga, dan yang unlimited itu ya nggak ada limitasinya.
Yes, there are 3 levels like 1 gigabit. You will get 1 gigabit per each interface on your device. If you get P1, you will get 10 gigabit per each interface, and the last one is unlimited. At the moment, it's not so useful as there is not too much interfaces that work more than 10 gigabits. But anyway, it is here. And one more thing, it has 60-day trial available. So if you need like to test RouterOS in more than one day, you can get that 60-day trial and test RouterOS with all features needed.
Oke, dan yang membedakan lagi adalah bahwa untuk setiap instalasi CHR itu ada 60 hari trial, jadi bisa pakai tanpa ada limitasi.
And if your license got corrupt, like something is wrong with it, you can transfer it to another CHR installation.
Jadi kalau ada problem soal lisensi dan lain-lain, harddisknya korup dan lain-lain, itu bisa ditransfer ke mesin yang lain karena ini virtualisasi.
This is the way how you can get the license. It is changed from regular RouterOS. You will need to log into your MikroTik.com account from your MikroTik RouterOS CHR installation and make a request to MikroTik.com.
Ya, ini cara untuk mengenerate lisensinya. Beda dengan yang kemarin, ini kita langsung login dengan account di mikrotik.com.
And once you did that request, you will get a new request available in a cloud hosted router menu in your MikroTik.com account.
Ya, jadi setelah beli lisensinya akan muncul di account server yang di mikrotik.com.
And here you can like upgrade it. So once you will click to upgrade, your MikroTik RouterOS will connect to MikroTik.com and check the license. License is okay, so license will be assigned to your device.
Oke, jadi ini lisensinya bisa di-upgrade. Jadi pertama kali kita install yang trial, kemudian kita mau upgrade ke versi berikutnya bisa dilakukan di account server.
And once you click on upgrade, you will get almost the same menu like you get when you're getting a MikroTik case. You select the level and pay for the license.
Ya. Ini cara untuk upgrade-nya, bisa bayar di account server.
And more information about cloud-hosted router is available on our wiki, and cloud-hosted router images are available on download page.
Semua informasi lebih detail ada di wiki dan juga kalau mau download bisa di mikrotik.com.
The next thing about MikroTik RouterOS is that we are working hard on a changelog now. So now every RouterOS change that is made in a particular version is displayed in changelog. So everything that was changed in the current version you see in changelog. And in 6.37 we have like 120 changelog entries.
Jadi setiap upgrade versi di RouterOS sekarang changelognya udah jauh lebih komprehensif, udah lebih detail. Contohnya yang terakhir yang 637 itu ada 120 changelog ya, perubahan.
And if you think if upgrade is needed or not, you can now use the changelog and find out all things that were changed and then decide whether it is okay to upgrade or not.
Jadi bisa dilihat apakah perlu upgrade atau enggak berdasarkan perubahan yang ada di changelog.
The next thing that we added recently, it is support for DNS filtering. So if you need to block web page by DNS name, now it is possible with the one firewall rule. You need to use address list for it. You create address list with a DNS name, like in this example it is YouTube, and RouterOS device will detect all IP addresses used by that page and put in an address list, and then you make firewall address list and block, filter, lock, accept anything you need with one firewall rule.
Okay. Sekarang address listnya bisa menambahkan domain ya, jadi domainnya akan otomatis ditranslasi ke IP ya. Jadi untuk memblok site tertentu nggak perlu lagi nulis IP-nya, tapi kita bisa buat address listnya, kemudian yang kita masukkan adalah nama domainnya.
And it is available from 6.36, I guess, so you need the latest version to use that feature. Then we are making, we already made like helper for distance and appropriate wireless device selection. And it is available on routerboard.com, and we have two diagrams, one for point to multipoint like that. You can get the maximum distance on which you can establish wireless link between different devices, and you can get maximal wireless speed.
Ya, ini ada tabelnya sekarang untuk membantu kita memilih perangkat. Jadi mau jarak berapa itu di websitenya sudah ada untuk apa setiap perangkat ya. Jadi jaraknya berapa, bandwidthnya berapa itu udah kelihatan di grafik itu.
Here is for point to point. As well, we are working on many different other features, like for management and for routers features that are not listed here, but will be available very soon. For the wireless link, for example, we are making MikroTik distant link calculator, the new one, the more modern one that will help you to calculate and manage wireless links.
Ya, jadi udah ada beberapa tambahan termasuk calculation wireless link ya, kalkulasi wireless link.
Then we are working on the Dude, for example, the monitoring system that allows you to monitor your network and see what's happening live on with your devices. There will be many new features coming in very soon future.
Oke, salah satu upgrade yang banyak dilakukan juga pada Dude server itu monitoring tools, ada banyak tambahan fitur yang ada di Dude.
Yeah, so follow our changelog and our newsletters. There will be many new interesting features coming very soon. If you need any help with our devices, you are always welcome to get help from our distributors here in Indonesia. You can as well learn yourself at wiki.mikrotik.com. We have extensive documentation with all features and configuration examples, so you can learn by yourself. If you find out any routers issue or routerboard issue or something like that, you can contact us by support@mikrotik.com. As well, if you need some help with extensive configuration, you can hire a MikroTik consultant. You can go to our page and found consultant in Indonesia. We have plenty of them. And of course, you are welcome to visit MikroTik teaching classes that are very popular in Indonesia. And you can learn routers more deeply by attending the class.
Oke, jadi kalau ada pertanyaan lebih lanjut bisa tanya ke distributor atau juga ada banyak informasi penting yang di wiki, ya, wiki.mikrotik.com. Di sana banyak penjelasan konsep, kemudian sampai ke contoh-contoh penggunaannya, atau email ke support@mikrotik.com atau ke konsultan. Di website juga ada list konsultan, atau ya datang ke kelas-kelas training yang ada di tempat sekitar kita yang terjangkau.
After the event, all the presentations that we have here will be available on moom.mikrotik.com in video and in PDF, so you will be able to get more details as well on our page moom.mikrotik.com, and on our YouTube channel you can get all previous presentations and see how people are using our devices and learn from them.
Oke, jadi setelah ini semua presentasi akan tersedia di mam.mikrotik.com, kemudian videonya ada di YouTube-nya Mikrotik, dan untuk yang dengan daftarnya dengan voucher atau berbayar, lisensinya akan dikirimkan ke alamat email masing-masing.
Yeah, you said about the email, and that license will be emailed to you. So, terima kasih for listening. If you have any technical questions, come to us. If you don't speak English, we'll find out the translator and we'll try to understand you and answer your request. So thank you very much. See you around, and we will continue with the presentation in Bahasa by Valens and etc.
Oke, baik. Sekian dari Sergei, kita akan lanjut ke presentasi berikutnya.
Oke, baik, untuk selanjutnya kita akan menginjak ke presentasi berikutnya. Kita nanti akan mendengarkan presentasi dari Mas Valens yang tadi sudah mendampingi Sergei. Thank you. Dan materi dari Mas Valens dan Mas Pujo Dewobroto, yaitu